on how I found out I was HIV positive. And I was not ignoring you guys, but I was just waiting for the festive season to be over, because I feel like, in as much as I'm living my truth right now, but it's not an ideal situation. So reliving those moments, it sort of affects my mood. So I just wanted to be done with family time and whatever, and then I'd be ready to get into it. So here goes. How I found out I was HIV positive. It was 2019. It was 2019, the weekend of Good Friday, right? Yeah, so it was. Oh, I'm gaining weight. Guys, take your ARVs because look at me. Enjoying Google Munch. Anyway, so it was the weekend of Good Friday. Yeah, the weekend lay Pasik. And me and my friends had planned that we would be grooving that whole weekend. So I went and did, on the Thursday of the Good Friday, I went and I did my hair, did my nails. I looked good. And a friend of mine hit me up, who was a promoter, and was like, girl, what you doing? And I'm like, I'm at home and I've just done maintenance. So my friend is like, come through. We at Zaga. So for those who don't know Zaga, Zaga is a club in Tembisa, east of Johannesburg. So it's a club that was operating heavily in 2019. So I got dressed, did my makeup, looked good, and I'm ready to go to Zaga. I get to Zaga, it's a jump, we're having a good time, right? So towards the end of the night, I break my leg. I'm not going to get into how that happened. That's a story for another day. But I break my leg, and fast forward, I land in hospital. So when I get to hospital, when it's time for me to go check in, my hairstyle, I had done a blonde set. So like, you know those waves? Like those waves that girls like to do in Tembisa and overseas, like Ama waves. I had done those, but they were blonde, and I was wearing like pants with slits. So I get to hospital. Like if you look different, like obviously I did not look like a patient. So oh nurse are like, when last did you test for HIV? Hayi angazi ukuthi babe ngibuzelani, mhlambe inkosi yami ngoba bawonesi, mhlambe khona abebeyibona, hayi angazi. But they asked me, they're like, when last did you test for HIV? I'm like, the last time I tested for HIV was in grade 11. And I laugh, which was actually the truth, because in grade 11, after, on the last day of school, me and a couple of friends were walking past the station, Nimlas, Gachi, and there was like a tense, your test that, and me and my friends, don't know why we thought it was a good idea, probably because we were all virgins. We were like, time into a test. We went to go test, the results were negative. So I'm like, the last time I tested was in grade 11. They look at each other and they're like, no way, sis, like that cannot be it. Like, the last time you tested was in grade 11, you have to test. And I'm like, oh, hell no, of course I'm not doing that. Okay, right, I'm good, not doing that. Then they go from being, because now we jokey, it's like, nah, I will test that. Okay, then they get serious. They're like, no, like, you seriously need to test. Why you test that? Yeah, and then I'm like, why are they getting serious on me? So my ego kicks in, and I'm like, hey, but relax. I know I'm negative. So test that, just so you guys can calm down. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, so let's have a test that. I'm like, okay, cool, sure. The next day, I'm laying in bed, obviously because I broke my leg. And they're like, and I'm like, yes, because obviously and they're like, okay. And then, before they come to me, they're like, actually, we're here to test for HIV, so if there's anybody else who's interested, we can just go around. And everybody raises their hands, and there's like 20 of us in that ward. So they start from 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm like second to last, so I'm probably like 16 or 18 at this point. They're going 2 minutes, 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 2 minutes. They get to me. It starts from 2 minutes. It goes to 3 minutes. It goes to 4 minutes. Next thing, they close the bed curtains. The bed curtains. English came on a boat. Calm down. They close the bed curtains, and at this point, I'm just like, damn. Hey. At this point, I'm thinking, I'm like, hey man, why are they closing the bed curtains? They haven't done this to anybody else. Clearly, something's wrong. But let's test their food. At this point, I'm a bit nervous, but because, you know, Tululu is the Solulu, I'm like, I can't by serious little. They test me again. And then they like, look at these results, right? So there's like one line. If there's 2, you're positive. So they're like, how many lines do you see? I'm like, I see 1 line. They like, look closely. There's another faint line. I'm like, damn. Yo. So at this point, my brain shut down. No thought went in my mind. Ingqondo yami vele yajama nje. Kwaba nje load shedding ekhanda. Ngathula. Wathi lo sisi, asambeni sikhuluma ngalo so you can get counseling. I'm like, bye, miss me with that. Ufike what 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Usufika like mina. Uhlale mhlawumbe 10 minutes. Wavala namakhethini. Usufuna sihambe manje ngisukume nawe. Ngeke. Uyangihlaza phela manje phambi kwabo bonke labantu. She's like, okay, cool. She walks up, she leaves. She comes back with honest about 5. Honest about 5. Bengithe ela ukuthi bangangenzeli spectacle. Wavele washa i-theater performance. Honest about 5. Yes, but when it came, I was just like, oh gosh, like it's pretty obvious what's going on now. And at this moment, I'm going my reactions are muntu because me now man just saying big pants. Ich don't need to make me. Lapho ngenzele inwele blonde yabo nje sengifisa umgodo wokucasha kodwa ngeke ngikwazi ukucasha nenwele gold. Abanye odokotela bangibiza uGoldilocks, abanye ngoblonde, ngizocasha kanjani? Hayi, afike lo nurse lona ngigoqa athi mfethu nami izolo ngithinte igazi le patient so nje asambe siyokhuluma, hayi akukho wedwa. Nami nje ngididizele ngithi ish okay angikho ngedwa. Mangifika ngale mfethu lela room lali dark. Lave labamnyama kwangathi kuphela ugesi. Bewu6 manje ngale counselor bayakhuluma nami. Angikhumbuli lutho, angizwanga lutho. Umqondo wami washuthe down, uvalekile. Hey. Angikhumbuli lutho, angazi bathini. Yabo ngathi ngibuyele embedeni wami. Ngalala. Kusasa futhi ngalala, angavuka. Kwavele kwavuka omunye umama ke lapha ewodini. Oh. God bless her heart because wangisiza mfana. Like I'm a bubbly person, so automatically papa mina lapha kuleya ward nje wonke umuntu bengazi. So ngilalile izolo mangibuya namanje kuseni ngisalela ngivuka. Kuthiwa kuyogezwa ngithi nje bye. Hayi, kwathi kubuye kuyogezwa lo mama sukuma athi lalela. Mina I've been sick for like over 20 years. Now amaphilisi wami ngiyaphila. Musa nje ukulokhu uzinyeza, ungabaza. Don't look down on yourself. Usamuhle, right. Phuza i-treatment ube right. Ngiyayiphuza i-treatment mina impilo iyaqhubeka. Akekho umuntu ozokutshela uphuza i-treatment, kodwa phuza i-treatment impilo iqhubeka. And thank you so much to that lady because in as much as angibanga right same time ukuthi yay, like ngaba depressed for like 2 years, but like after that I was able to talk to people and give it right, yabo. In as much as this whole journey is like it's a work in progress. Because I've accepted myself and I love myself, but I'm not like HIV. Yes, no, it's not an ideal situation. But every day I have to tell myself, talk to myself, and just be gentle with myself because I only got one body and this is it. And just because I'm HIV doesn't mean it's the end.